Tea Time with Cat is filmed before absolutely no one except for cats. We like cats. All right, good evening again, everyone. This is take 2, kind of.
Good evening.
Good evening. I am here back in the studio with Cat.
Yup.
And we are going to be continuing our Tea Time with Cat because this is her podcast, this is her thing. But tonight we are not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's, so no FNAF tonight.
I needed a brain break from it. I don't remember things.
Well, you gave us a lot of information last time.
Yeah.
A lot.
Discuss with your partner. Process. Yeah. Now turn to your desk partner and explain and debrief what we just went through.
All right, you have things.
I do.
You have new things in your life.
On my life as well.
Well, on your skin, too.
Yeah. New friend. New friend just dropped since last time.
Ta-da.
Little spider friend. This is new. These are all fake. This sun is fake. This knife is fake. This moon is fake.
Why with the fake?
Because they were silly and at Walmart.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't argue.
And I want to make sure, I really want to fill out this arm, so I'm putting fake things on to make sure I really like how they look, how like it looks more filled out, but
okay.
I do, so I'm not.
Yeah, careful. Don't be spending too much money because we have plans later this year.
I know.
Okay. I'm not saying what they are right yet.
I got my tax returns.
Okay.
It was a little girl treat.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my girlies out there know the sweet little treat because you're a sweet girl.
All right. So tonight, you have a brand new tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So we all saw your little Lucas tattoo.
Yup.
Have you named him? Her?
No. It's just my friend.
Okay, just friend.
If I started naming all the animals on my body, I would forget them. Because I'd need a name for this one.
Oh, yeah.
I need a name for both of these. I need a name for all 3 of these. I need a name for him.
Yeah, no, I get it. I do understand. That's why I didn't do any animals. No zoomorphics for me.
They're so cute.
Well, I get it, but no zoomorphics for me.
I'd also need a name for the little ghost.
Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah.
And maybe the skull, if we're getting fancy. Name him too.
Why not be fancy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is life without fancy?
So true.
Well then. Okay, sorry. I'm really taking us on tangents here.
It's okay.
So tonight you said you wanted to discuss things in social media.
Yeah. 2 things in particular.
That relate to tattoos.
Yes.
Okay. So what have you got for us tonight? What is the tea that you are going... Oh, wait. Should I do the tea music? All right. Let me grab the tea music. All right. So now here comes the tea.
Yup. Being the finger on the pulse of Gen Z of this family, because I am. I have controversies that have been floating around my TikTok the past few days because they're so funny. They're not funny for people involved, but they're funny for me, and that's what matters.
Okay, sure, go ahead with this.
So we're going to start off with the artist first. That's what we're going to title this one, The Artist.
The Artist.
Yes. So a lady came to TikTok talking about how, so she owns her own tattoo studio, and she was talking about how someone came in for a walk-in, and was getting, I don't remember it was like 2 words in cursive. No, it was love conquers all. That's what it was in cursive, which, first of all, cringe tattoo. Anyways.
She was actually going to tattoo words that she would get on a wooden plaque or painted on a wooden plaque like at Hobby Lobby or something?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Cringe. Cringe. Anyways. So this lady was getting that done. So they spell checked everything. Everything was fine. She did the tattoo. Then the lady looks at her right before she starts the word conquers. And she says, "Hey, that's misspelled." Like, that's spelled wrong. And she goes, no, it's not, and keeps tattooing.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're not even close to the real heartbreak of this. I did tell my artist that did this one about it, and we were literally screaming in her studio about how crazy this gets.
Okay.
Which I love her. So the tattoo artist comes to TikTok and is crying in her video and is like, I feel so bad. I misspelled a girl's tattoo today. Like, and she was like cussing me out. Like, I felt so bad. I didn't know how to fix it. Like, all this. So with that being the only video on social media first, all of us were on her side. We're like, hey, it's the client's job to double check that spelling. Like, she signed off on the tattoo. She said it was good. It is not your responsibility anymore.
Didn't anybody check the template after it was
like
put on and whatever?
Word spell checked it for her.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
So all we have is the client looked at it first, loved it, they tattooed it. A few minutes later, she hated it. That's all the information we have.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're all on the artist side. We're all like, yeah, it's not your fault. Like, She signed off on it. You signed off on it. Like, everything was fine. And if she doubted it afterward, that is not your responsibility anymore because she signed the paperwork. Like,
okay.
Because if you don't have any tattoos, there's a paperwork that you sign at the beginning of every single session that says, I consent to this piece. I've checked this piece. I like how it is. And it's no longer the artist's responsibility if I end up hating it because it is a permanent body modification.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you walked in eyes wide open.
Exactly.
Yeah. They
They lay out everything in front of you. Like, if you don't follow the aftercare, it is your responsibility. It's not my fault if it heals wrong. Like, if you don't do this, like...
Yeah, there is danger of infection, and you are aware of it when you do this. Yeah.
Please inform your artist if you have any, like, blood thinning medication. If you are prone to allergic reactions with these pigments. If you're allergic to latex. Like, there's a whole bunch of things that you sign saying that, like, yes, I'm acknowledging what this is, what I am doing, what this piece is, and I'm happy for it.
Exactly. Like,
it is a process. You don't just walk in and get a needle shoved in you. Like, no, it is a process.
Exactly.
It is usually like a 20-minute process before the stencil even goes on.
Exactly.
Like,
well, and then the artist does the sketch, comes back and shows it to you.
And then you're like, love it. And then they go print it in different sizes, different, like, directions to see, like, what direction fits your body best, what size fits the placement best, and they come back. You go through the placement together. I've been very lucky with all of my tattoos. I've loved the placement almost initially from every single one.
Honestly, they do look good where they're at.
I know.
They do look good.
I know. I look really cool. I love my tattoos. I love my tattoos. The only one I had to get slightly readjusted was this one because it was a little bit too high, so we scooched it down like a centimeter.
Oh, before they started poking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which this artist was great. She put the stencil on, then she also took a Sharpie and lined everything up with my arm as straight as she could. So it wasn't, like, slanted. Like,
right.
It is directly where I wanted it to be.
Exactly. It's following your arm.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Yeah, I have a lot of really cool tattoos. I'm really cool and, like, really awesome. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Actually, that will be an episode that we'll do is we'll talk about your tattoos.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, because each one, I love all of them. Each one has its own little story.
Exactly. They all have a purpose. They all have a meaning.
Yeah.
And they're all for you.
Yeah, except for the ghost. That one's just cute.
Well, that was because we were at the convention.
Yeah.
And,
but
$20 tattoo.
Exactly. And it's a cutie patootie, so of course I'm going to get it.
Right. And you and Mom both got neat tattoos.
Each one has a fun story, even if it doesn't have a meaning, which I think is important.
Well, still, the symbology is important.
Exactly.
So, anyway.
Any hoozles.
Yes.
So, then, like a week later, the client posts a video because she saw the artist's video. She was like, hey, let's get this straight, actually, because that's not what happened.
Yeah.
And she shows us the tattoo.
Uh-oh.
Which, if I can find a picture of it and send it to you, I'll send it to you so we can, like, post it up in the video.
Okay.
Because it is criminal what happened to this lady.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the tattoo goes on. She catches the misspelling, like in a picture of the stencil before it's even started, because she sent it to her friend to like get a completely someone else's perspective of how, like, it's what you do when you're getting a tattoo. You send it to everyone.
Right. Look what I'm getting.
Exactly. Yeah. And her friend's like, hey, that's misspelled. Like, that's misspelled. And she was like, oh, okay. Tells the artist. The artist is like, no, it's not. Peter double checked it. It's not misspelled. So she keeps tattooing. Very bad artist-client relationship right then. Like,
yeah, immediately, because you just turned around and told the client they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, and then you kept modifying their body, which is not okay at that point. Like, you should always have a pretty good client-artist relationship when it comes to that. Like, you don't want to have your artist be someone that hates you because they're permanently modifying your body, and that's really awkward. Yikes. That's how you get a really, really cool picture of anatomy part drawn on your body forever and ever and ever.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So she comes on. She's telling us, like, that's not what happened. I didn't cuss you out. I was cussing you out to my friend over text. So if you were reading my text messages, that's on you. Like.
Okay. Yeah.
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 And then she shows us the tattoo. Oh my God.
Okay.
This lady was torn apart.
What do you mean?
It's lettering right on the back of her arm here.
Okay.
It is a dragged through cut line, not lettering.
Oh.
It looks like, I'm trying to, like, if you took a fork and tried to cut beef with a fork, that's what it looks like.
Oh no.
Yeah. It is going to heal in a scar about this long, about that thick. The pain that she must have gone through
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like, not just like the tip of the needles, like the entire head of all of the needles is in your arm and it's dragging. That's about what it looks like happened.
See, this sounds like a vengeance tattoo.
That's what it started to look like.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So then all of us were like, what just happened to you? She has, like, unrepairable damage to this spot. She can, like, not get it tattooed for years.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it is horrendous.
Oh my. That's no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's so bad.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, having gone through a tattoo.
Having also gone through some tattoos.
Several, yes. Yeah. But I can actually relate to how important this is, and it is the fact that, yes, you are changing the surface of your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't go away. I mean, there are procedures that you can do.
I'm counting how many I have for my next point.
Oh, okay. There are procedures that you can do that can remove a tattoo, but it's a long process, much longer than it took to get it.
Yeah, it's like a years-long process.
Yeah. Several visits, several treatments.
And they're not fun. They're painful.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, people have said, well, it's like getting a sunburn to have the... No, it's worse than that. It's worse than that. I've not done the removal process yet, but I believe the folks that have a worse time with it.
Yeah, I also have not done the removal process. But I've seen videos of it, and it looks so painful.
Oh, yeah?
So painful.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, your point.
Yeah. As someone with 13 tattoos, just had to go through and count them. Because I'm to the point where I don't remember unless I sit and physically count all of them. It is not supposed to do that. Like, it is...
Okay, yeah.
Like, the most painful place I've gotten tattooed is inside my arm. Yeah. I don't know how you did that. That was awful.
It's different for every person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, my little bit of lettering, that's...
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. But it's different for every person. It is... For me, yes, there was the pain, because it felt like a cat lightly scratching you in the same spot over and over.
See, mine felt like getting a toothpick dragged through my skin.
Okay, yeah.
But, like, worse.
Well, okay. But what I mean about the cat scratching you in the same spot over and over is after a while, it gets deeper.
Yeah.
and deeper and deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if you're having color or big fill-in areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White highlights are the worst thing to ever be made on this human planet.
I only had a little bit. I know, you've got a lot. You got a lot.
This is the only place with actual white highlights.
Right.
Because most of my tattoos are all black and gray.
Mm-hmm.
99% of them. I only have one tiny piece of color.
Yeah, and I only have one issue or one thing of color here. That's my red cross.
Yours is quite a bit bigger than mine.
Well, yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But white highlights are the worst thing to ever be invented by anyone. It was awful.
Yeah, but they make it pop so much better.
I know.
Okay, they make it.
That's
it really
why-
brings out the detail.
That's why you get them. But the process of getting them is like pulling your nails off.
Oh yeah. All right, so
yeah.
Conclude the story with the lady.
So, everyone has now flipped sides, obviously. We are no longer supporting the artist, and we are trying to figure out how on earth she did that. Because it's crazy. There's like a bunch of artists coming out being like, how have you been tattooing for like 10 years and did that to someone?
Yeah, see, there's my question.
Yeah.
Is how was this allowed to happen?
Yeah.
That's
and the other thing
that bothers
is,
me.
none of her tattoos are ever posted online. So we don't know what any of her other art looks like.
Okay, there's no portfolio?
She has the other artists that work in her shop. Their portfolios. But not hers. She's the owner of the tattoo shop.
Oh, I bet you she's just a fan of tattoos and is an apprentice.
Yeah.
At best. No, because no.
So, that's the first tea.
Okay.
That's the first little bit of tea.
Okay, now hang on now. I gotta get things going here.
This next one's about a job, if that helps.
So is this appropriate for this particular song? Or for this particular story?
Because they're a pretty silly goose. So yeah, I think so.
All right then, go for it.
Alrighty. This next one I'm gonna call the interview. Because holy crap. It gets
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get into some hot topics with this one.
Whoa. Define hot topics.
Just like the modern view on tattoos in the workplace.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go ahead with that.
Alrighty. So, early last week, this is very new.
All right.
A lady came on TikTok and posted about how she's been looking for a job everywhere and how the job market sucks now, which, yeah, it does. Getting a job is really, really hard right now.
Sure.
And how she applied for a job at TJ Maxx and they never even gave her a call to explain like why she didn't get the job. They just sent her an email and that was it. So she went into TJ Maxx and asked them, she was like, hey, why didn't I get the job? Like, why didn't you guys call me?
Okay.
And they were like, oh, like, yeah, we just had some better applicants. Like, we had some people with more experience, so we just went with them. And she was like, is it because of my tattoos? And they went, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So then she was like, I'm guessing it was. And then she left. So we're like, okay, bad attitude to go into a workplace.
This feels like it's a bait kind of thing.
Oh, it is.
You know?
And then you look at her and you're like, oh, it was definitely about your tattoos.
Her entire face is covered, right?
Face and neck.
Okay.
Neck going onto face. All right. But not even just that they are tattoos. Is the element of the tattoos.
Oh, boy.
She is going for a customer-facing job with very scary tattoos that would scare a small child. As someone who has worked with kids for like 4 years now, kids love tattoos. They think they're so cool. But
yeah.
not when it's a giant baby demon spider staring them in the face.
A giant baby demon spider.
Yeah. All right. Here's the visualization for you guys.
Okay, I'm going to find a picture and
Oh, I'll
post
send you
it.
a picture of her as
Oh,
well.
no. Don't send me
Okay.
the picture of her. No. We're not going to play that game here.
Okay.
No. No, we'll just find a picture of like a giant baby demon spider.
Go with the spider from Toy Story. The baby head from Toy Story.
Oh, yeah,
That is
yeah,
a perfect representation of what this looked like.
Okay.
All right. Imagine giant baby demon head right here. Spider legs coming all the way down. Spider legs going all the way up. And then huge, like, it's a very beautiful piece, but huge ornamental piece right here. She and I are the same age.
Okay, so this is, I have a lot of money now.
Oh, that's the next thing we're going to talk about.
Okay.
We start talking about how much money she has.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then giant Baphomet head right here. Hey, girly, you're going to go into a TJ Maxx that is only grandma's and wonder why you didn't get the job? They're going to be looking out for their clientele. And if you don't fit that image, they're not going to hire you. And grandmas don't really like a giant Baphomet head on your boobs.
Well, there's that. Exactly. And I can also draw the comparison. Would she throw a fit with if she tried to get a job with, like, say, Disney?
Oh, yeah.
She'd throw the fit.
Oh, yeah. Because it's not about the tattoos. It's about tattoos in the workplace and how it's less stigmatized now, but then everyone lies about that, which it is. Working in a corporate job is much less stigmatized to have tattoos. Like,
Currently, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Not like it was.
No.
Not like it was.
You see, like, it is huge in, like, hospitals and nurses and doctors will have tattoos everywhere, and that used to be super duper stigmatized.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell you the number of nurses that I had when I was in my hospital stays over the last couple of years where almost every person that I had come in had ink.
Exactly.
Almost every person.
But that used to never be acceptable.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So it is much less stigmatized now.
Exactly.
But there is a reason that neck, face, and hand tattoos are called career killers.
Yeah.
Even though it is less stigmatized now, it is still very hard to get a customer-facing job or a professional setting job when you have face and neck and hand tattoos.
Yeah. Now, I will say, though, on the hands, it doesn't really bug me as much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't even bother me on the hands.
The one that makes me really cringe is when they have, like, half a skull on their palm and they sit there and, like, they pose like that. And I'm like, hey, man, that's really cringe.
Yeah, I know. It's the Joker thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. And for me, that's I got the tattoo because I'm looking for a reaction.
Yeah.
You know, I'm there for the affectation. I'm not there because, you know, I want art on my body. This is, I want to get a reaction from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine is, I want art on my body. That's why I get mine.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Any hoozles. So people are commenting and they're like, honestly, probably not the tattoos the reason that you didn't get the job. It's probably your attitude. Yeah. Because if you're going to come in being that aggressive about it, people aren't going to want to hire you.
The thing about walking around with a chip on your shoulder is somebody going to knock it off.
Exactly.
You know? And to use yet another metaphor, if you go around looking for a fight, you're going to find one.
Exactly.
So,
and the internet's a great place to do that. So people are like stitching and duetting her video being like, the tattoos are probably a factor, but your attitude is the main reason that you did not get this job.
Most likely, yeah.
Like, you come off as aggressive and scary. Like, that is how you act. That is how, like, hey man, you've created your image and you fit it perfectly.
You got your reaction.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention she has like 10 facial piercings.
Okay. Again, piercings don't bug me.
No, it's
at
like
all.
2, 4, 6.
Oh, well, okay. She looks like she stapled her mouth shut.
It looks like you could sew her mouth closed.
Okay, that's a little dumb.
Yeah. We'll watch her videos after this. You just you and me. So
yeah, I'm not going to do any of the pictures or videos here on this video, and the reason is because I don't want any of that coming back on me through YouTube, and YouTube watches carefully, very, very carefully. So,
highly suspect.
One can get too familiar with vegetables.
I haven't watched that movie in forever.
We might have to sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway.
After our months of watching it every single night.
I'm sorry, but that was fun.
It was, but then it got to the point where all of us could quote the entire movie.
Exactly. Well,
Lightning.
Carpet picnics were fun.
Yeah.
What we would do is when she was younger, is we would watch Ratatouille.
Only Ratatouille.
And we would have carpet picnic, and what that would entail is essentially having charcuterie on the carpet of the living room floor while we watched Ratatouille.
Exactly.
And it was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
So anyway.
So she comes back and makes a second video as a response to all of the well-deserved criticism she's getting.
Well, of course she does.
She's like, I never needed that job at TJ Maxx. It's like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's how she starts it.
All right.
And she's like, I would not be getting that job if I couldn't already pay for my $500 a month car payment on my Dodge Challenger. We're like, all right. Okay. You're going to flex a Dodge Challenger? Okay. It's a cool car. But you're not going to flex like a BMW or a Mercedes. No. You're going to come out with the Dodge Challenger.
What's wrong with the Challenger?
I think I love the car. But
yeah.
That's like flexing a car payment on a Ford Focus.
No, it's not.
In my opinion, it is.
Well, in your opinion's wrong, because I know how much Challengers cost.
I know, but...
the Charger is only slightly under.
Yes, but when you're comparing to the current internet of flexing on people, it is not comparable.
Okay.
That's what I'm comparing it to.
Okay.
People are like, yeah, I get a new Mercedes every week. Like, compared to that?
Yeah.
Not...
Well, she's not a scammer from India, so there you are.
So then she's like, I have hundreds of thousands of dollars of artwork on my body. I have $7,000 implants. I
didn't need to know that. So they're fake too.
Yeah, I have thousands of dollars of work done. I have this. I don't need that job. My husband's in the military. And you may be wondering, well, why do I still live here if I hate it so much? The second he's off contract, we're moving.
Bye.
Yeah. So everyone's like, oh, yeah, that's a confirmation. Wasn't your tattoos. It's your attitude. I wonder what your resume looks like.
Yeah, so the only reason that she could really get her face done that much.
Because she's a dependa.
Yeah. Yeah, she's...
She lives in military housing, and she's a dependa.
And there we are, folks. And I bet you she's the wife of an officer.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Nope. She pulled her husband into one of her videos. That man is a rookie. That man is fresh meat.
Okay, then I wonder where all the money's coming from, because you can't really do that on an NCO salary.
Daddy's wallet.
Oh. Yeah, there we are.
Yup.
There we are. Okay, well. So she's daddy's girl, having everything paid for her.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, how would you feel if I showed up with a demon baby on my neck one day?
Oh, we'd have talk. We'd have a talk. But that's
about how cool and how edgy I was?
Yeah, we'd have a talk. We'd have a talk. It wouldn't be the demon baby that would be bothering me so much, because Toy Story, I understand. Yeah. I get it.
It's a Disney tattoo.
Everybody wants to be a little spooky.
Yeah.
Okay. But when you're going straight onto the dark side of trying to, it's like, I love demons and I want to be one, then we're going to have a talk.
Yeah.
Then we'll have
It would also look horrendous with my current body placement of tattoos, because just all of a sudden a random giant neck piece that crawls up to my face with my very cute little dainty patchwork already.
Yeah,
it would look crazy.
Yeah, it would be all this wonderful, lovely little flowers and
lanterns and spiders.
And then all of a sudden, demon.
Exactly. Like all my tattoos are very like nature and cute. Like I have flower, I have spider, I have lantern, I have snakes, I have a bunny rabbit, I have a wagon wheel. Like it's all very like cutesy.
Mm-hmm. And little tiny thumb ghost.
Little tiny thumb ghost and a moth and some birds.
Yeah. It's benign.
Yeah.
They're all benign.
They're all very fitting for me.
And who you are.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And I love them all so much.
And there we are.
And that's what matters. That I love them.
When you go walking, okay, just that whole, the way you started the story, I knew from the beginning that this was a setup, that she was out to get somebody. She was out to prove a point.
Oh, I forgot to mention, when she did go in, it's like she asked about if it was her tattoos, and she's like in her car filming this video. She's like, and it couldn't have been about the Baphomet on my chest because that's religious discrimination.
Oh, for crying out loud.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you're not wearing a pentacle. You're not wearing a pentagram. You have Baphomet tattooed on your chest where everyone can see. That is not part of the religion. That is not, like, any part of that. It is a art choice you decided to make. Religious discrimination is applying to, like, religious headwear, religious jewelry, religious holidays, like that type of thing.
That can be argued.
Hmm?
That can be argued. The reason is because there are a lot of folks that I know that are Ostro followers. And their big thing right now is tattooing runes.
Oh. Dude, that's also a red flag, though.
Well, it can be.
Yeah. If
you know the individual.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if it's on the wrong type of person, I'm going to be like, I'm a little worried you're part of the Nazi party.
Yeah, well, okay. That's something else entirely. And again, another discussion that we could probably have, and you're begging for comments on this video.
I know.
You're just begging for it.
I really am.
But anyway,
please.
No, please don't. Please don't. I had enough problems with the whole Disney DAS thing, and I've actually had to delete some comments from that one. But the followers of Astro are really big on the whole tattooing the runes and everything, neck pieces across the back, across the chest, on the arms. The Nazi folk are very, very hip on certain runes.
It's very certain ones.
And the fly-foot cross and everything else, and that's something else entirely. But to say the typical type of person, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I can't judge that book. I can't judge that cover. I can't judge the book on the cover.
Yeah.
Because I know too many.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah.
Especially in the historical reenactment group that I'm in, I know too many.
Yeah, that's completely valid.
But the thing, if you roll in with a Baphomet on your chest, being loud and proud and blazing it out there, expect some pushback because your freedom of speech does not trump someone else's freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I'm not talking about discrimination. I'm not talking about discrimination at all. But if you're going to be in their face with your freedom of speech, expect them to be in your face with their freedom of speech.
Exactly.
Okay? Because it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It goes both ways. So, anyway, this lady's a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
I dub her, let's call her the idiot of the month.
Of the month?
Yes, I think we should actually start a little thing here on my channel where we, since you're going to start spilling tea, let's start the idiot of the month. Yes. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode's Idiot of the Month. And yes, I have now declared that this tattoo lady is going to be the idiot of the month. Don't go in to start a fight. You know, if you're gonna be out there, you know, with your ink and showing it off, be out there with your ink and show it off.
Exactly.
You know, go ahead, do that. But if you're gonna sit there and try and pick a fight with it,
yeah,
you deserve everything you get.
Exactly.
You deserve every little bit of what you get because, you know, as they say, you go out to pick a fight or you go out looking for a fight, you are sure to find one.
Very true.
So, what else you got?
That's all my TikTok controversies, sadly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I was trying to think
all
of
right.
more.
That's all right. I mean, it's only been about almost close to 40 minutes worth of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
I'm trying to think of anything that I forgot about. Oh, there's been a very hot topic question going around TikTok at the moment.
Okay.
A guy was on the street asking women, would you rather be trapped in the woods with a bear or with a man?
Oh, yes.
And having to explain to people why 90% of women are going to pick the bear.
Because we'll believe you if you were attacked by a bear.
Mm-hmm. The bear's not going to try to befriend me to get me alone. The bear's going to leave my body alone after I die.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that too. That's been all over Facebook as well.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's even pushback.
Oh, there's so much pushback.
I can't even believe that there is pushback at all.
There's so much.
And the fact that it has to be explained.
My favorite part is when people have to flip it for dads and be like, okay, would you rather your daughter is trapped in the woods with a bear or with a random man? And they're like, oh, the bear. We're like, wow.
All of a sudden you get it.
You get it when she's related to you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I know how to fight the bear. I know what weapons the bear has. I don't know what he has.
Exactly.
Why is he in the woods with me? Why is he hunting me down?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And if you are attacked by this man, I would say 25 to 30% of the people that you tell would probably believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
but that would flip because then people would become his friend and be like, oh, he would never do that.
Yeah. Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
I know him. He wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like that. Like, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but this is a very, very sore spot with me. And it was a sore spot with me before you were born. Okay? It was an issue with me long before. When you were born, it was even more pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, because I became a dad. Okay? I became a dad of a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
It made me hypervigilant.
Yeah.
It really did. And I won't deny it. So that may be a symptom of the patriarchy or patriarchy or whatever. I accept that, but I'm not going to back down on my vigilance.
No, because that's women's daily life.
I know.
Is that vigilance?
I know. And
I love having to call my mom to walk home from my lab because it's dark.
Oh, that's why?
Yeah. Every Thursday, I call Mom or I call my friend Melanie to walk back to my car.
Okay.
After lab.
You do know you can call me too.
I know, but it's usually the ones that are at the top of my contacts because I call Mom and Melanie all the time. Anyways.
Thanks.
Well, usually you and Mom are in the same room. So I'm talking to both of you.
No. 9 times out of 10 when you call, I'm already upstairs.
Oh, because recently it's been when I'm driving home from Estes.
Yes.
At 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And it's because it's the last 20 minutes of the drive and I'm so tired already. So
right. And you got to stay awake and it's,
exactly.
You don't want to all of a sudden fall into the creek.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
And I am expecting you to already be up in bed. So that's why I call Mom for the Estes ones.
Yeah, because usually Merida's right there with me wanting pets and loves and purrs. And then I hear the phone go off and it's like, oh, yeah, it's Cat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's what the recent ones have been. Me driving home from Estes.
Okay. But yeah, if you're having to call while walking through a parking lot, that bugs me.
Yep.
That really bugs me.
When I was in Illinois, I had to call MJ walking back to my dorm. Walking on an open campus. Because it was dark and it was scary. And I had stories from my friends already of a flasher on campus.
I got nothing right now.
Yep.
I got nothing right now. And I probably should have more to say about this, but nothing I have here to say is going to help anything.
Yep.
So anyway.
But yeah. I've been watching a lot of videos about people having to explain the bear, which I think is funny because there's also the show called The Bear, so it's like explaining the bear. I'm like, what's it going to be about?
Oh, so it's the...
Is it going to be about the question or about the cooking show?
It's about the cooking show. Yeah.
Then you click on it and they're like, here's why women are picking the bear. And it's like, oh, I wanted to hear about cooking.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, and that really bothers me. I mean, this is, again, a symptom. It can't be a symptom of our time because this has happened for far too long. I
mean, the Egyptians had to let the women decompose longer before embalming them because things would happen.
Because the priests were freaky. Yeah, I know.
It's always been that way.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the response that I've always heard is, well, not all men.
But I don't know which ones.
Yeah, how can you tell?
Yeah.
How can you tell?
Let's look at serial killers across the years. Ed Kemper was thought to be one of the nicest people on campus, and that nothing would ever happen because his mom worked at the campus. What did he end up doing? Killing his mom and burying her in the backyard while killing multiple women and throwing them in the woods. Like, we don't know who it is. It could be the nicest guy ever. It could be the most scary guy ever. You don't know.
Well, and Gacy was a clown.
And mentored young boys and helped them. And that's where he got his victims.
Exactly.
Ted Bundy was a suave, really flirty, nice guy.
Exactly. Because the predator doesn't want you to see them as a predator.
Like I said, the bear's not going to befriend me to get me alone.
Right. No, the bear is just going to...
And I know if the bear is attacking me, there's probably a reason for it. Either I am a danger to that bear, like the bear sees me as a threat, or the bear is desperate for food. And that means I am becoming food for that bear and maybe some cubs. And I'd rather that be done to my body than I don't know what.
Exactly. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, this is... The bear's intentions are more noble and more honest.
I know what the bear's intentions are.
Exactly.
I don't know what the man's intentions are.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing that just...
Yeah. Also, why are the bears so cute? They have the cute little ears.
Oh, yeah.
They're so friend-shaped.
And here we go.
If I was trapped in the woods with a bear, I would actually become its best friend, and I would end up living with the bear, and we would cuddle every single night. That's my reality that I choose to think about.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that
because I'd give him cute little ear scratches behind the ears, and the bear would be like, oh my goodness, so friend. I'd be like, you're so right, I am a friend.
And this is because you like bears.
I like bears.
Here we go again.
I like bears. Oh, new favorite owl dropped. My new favorite owl. There's actually two. The one I'm going to mention right now is the long-eared owl. Look them up. They look so very silly.
Okay.
Let me...
Well, don't worry about that. Okay. You can send it to me and I'll post it.
I was going to look up the other owl that I have in my brain right now.
Yeah, I'll try and post owl here.
Then the second owl here.
There we are.
I don't remember the name for it. You can put lovely little words down here.
Okay.
I think of it later.
Yeah, we'll figure out the names.
Yeah. But look at his little eyes. Love them.
Oh boy. Okay. So, do you have anything else, or is that about it?
No, that's about it.
Wow. Okay. I think we're about done, and this might be our buffer music out.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks again, Kat, for coming in.
Of course. I get free dinner when I come down here for this.
That's right. So, once again, folks, drop a like, hit that subscribe. Let us know that you like what's going on. And we'll see you In a month.
In a month.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Mr. President.